We've not yet lost all our graces.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. This game will wrap up the homestand here for the Raptors. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
And I think, Kevin, it really showed how important it is to have a strong bench performance. If you go out on the road, you can't rely on your starters night in and night out. The reserves have to contribute and help them out.
I think we definitely saw that, Steve, throughout the game. They were really tied together as a team. Didn't make any difference who was out on the floor. You'll take every road game win you can, and they're happy with that one.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Filling out the wings, it's Matthews and Batum. Robin Lopez out there with Thomas Robinson. And it's Lillard in at the point. Batum, good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Batum's got his team on the board to start the game for the Trailblazers. Trailblazers on D. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Well, loss or no loss, that was a fantastic game. They could be proud of the way they battled at least.
I suppose, but Steve, it still was a really heartbreaking loss. I mean, you hate to lose in overtime. No matter how hard you played, it still leaves you very empty and disappointed when you come up short.
And here are the Trailblazers now.
Portland, Oregon is a very different kind of NBA town. The popular motto around here is keep Portland weird. So a sort of counterculture that the fans and the citizens in Portland embrace. But it's a one-team town, and fans have always shown incredible support for their beloved Blazers.
Here's Lowry. Following the score by Damian Lillard. Lowry passes to DeRozan. Lowry kicks to Fields. The feed to DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. And he's good on the 3-ball. Lowry's got his first 3 points of the game. For the Raptors, they come in off the loss to Miami.
Their defense got absolutely destroyed in that game as they weren't closing out on the perimeter shooters. They were allowing people to get into the paint and score from point-blank range. Just an overall abysmal effort.
Yeah, something was missing, no doubt about that. They let an opponent shoot a really high percentage, and that's got to be a concern going forward.
Trailblazers on D, following Kyle Lowry's 3, and there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
Lopez dishes to Matthews. From the low block, again the Trailblazers good for 2. Raptors trailed by 3. Fields with the screen for Lowry. DeRozan passes to Jack. To the middle. No good from Valanciunas.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Terry Stotts.
And he said a big factor in this game will be how well they're able to handle Kyle Lowry. He admitted he's a fan of his game, saying he's a tough athletic guard who really competes. Defense, rebounding, attack the paint, he'll take it to you. We've got to be ready to match his motor and his aggressiveness. Kevin, are they up to it?
All right, Doris. Portland with the ball after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Lopez left side. Feeds to Lillard. Pocket 6. He dishes it to Batum. Lillard attacking. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Toronto trailer. Lowry kicks to Fields. Fields off a pick from Jack. Fields dishes to Jack. Batum with the steal. Now the pass to Lillard. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Drop that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Damian Lillard off to a great start to his NBA career. Year one, he was the 4th ever unanimous Rookie of the Year. And then year two, his first All-Star appearance.
Now here is Lowry. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. Pass to Jack. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And Damian Lillard last season, the first player in NBA history to compete in all 5 major All-Star events.
Well, let's count them off right now, partner. He did the Rising Stars Challenge, the skills event, 3-point shootout, the dunk contest, and he played in the big game on Sunday.
That's a busy weekend.
That's a full weekend, and the young fellow handled himself well in all 5 of them.
Now here's Lopez. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Back to Batum. 6 to shoot. Matthews into the lane. Rebound by the Raptors.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
It's off his leg. And the officials saying it was kicked. Here's Fields. Saw him with 10 points last game. Jack with a screen on Matthews. DeRozan passes to Jack. Shot clock at 6. Batum with the steal. Matthews, no one around him. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Now running, here comes Lowry, pushing the ball up. Now the dish to Jack. To the inside. Lopez with the steal. Matthews against Fields. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
He hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
And Jack kicks to Fields. Count the bucket.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. I love that, and you got to think the coaching staff does too.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Robinson.
Over here, check out some of the stats for Kyle Lowry. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds. And I think the playmaking really stands out to me that he's been doing it. So many times the plays he can generate seem to change the momentum of a game.
I agree wholeheartedly there. I mean, it's underestimated what his passing brings to this team.
Here's DeRozan. The Blazers getting the bucket. Jack with the screen for DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Outside DeRozan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Raptors need to get a shot. Fields can't get it to go.
That's not his shot there, guys. And whether you play D on him or not, he's usually going to miss that one.
Lillard outside. He kicks it to Aldridge. Back to Lillard. Batum against Fields. 3-pointer, Lillard. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see they recognize that part, and they are not going to give him that look.
And Jack, here we go. Lays it up and puts it in. Jack's got 5. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Aldridge with a screen on Lowry. Here's Lillard. Can't get it to go. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Lowry gets a screen from Jack. Fields dishes to Lowry. Kicks it to Jack. A fader. And another basket for Toronto.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Toronto, Canada, the home for the NBA All-Star Game next season. We know how global the NBA is. A lot of excitement and anticipation here in the T-Dot for celebration of basketball.
5 on the clock. Lillard attacking. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Damian Lillard drafted with the 6th pick back in 2011. Trailblazers trailed by 7. Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. Thunder is out there with Landry Fields. And it's Valanciunas and at the center locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And Lillard's star is continuing to rise, but he still thrives on that underdog status. He shrugs off the hype, doesn't really let it affect him. Still looks at himself as the 2-star recruit from Weber State, fighting for respect, and it's serving him well as he continues to grow as an NBA player.
Landry Fields on the wing, defended by Batum. And Fields kicks to DeRozan. 5 to shoot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And Lillard embracing the humble, grinding persona. He plays the game with tremendous confidence. His assassin's mentality and his disposition is really rubbed off on this entire Blazer team.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
They struggled a bit at the line earlier, but they found a nice comfort zone there now here in the second. They've been red hot from the stripe.
Lillard with it. Lowry picks him up. Lillard the pass to Aldridge. Lets it go from 14. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
As soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
As he should. That's a good decision. When he gets a clean look, he's got to take it.
Here's Fields. Terrific design on the big play. He lays it in. Fields has got the lead up to 9 now for Toronto. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Matthews sets a screen for Lillard. To the left wing. Aldridge against Jack. Aldridge kicks to Lillard. Toronto grabs the miss. Jack's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Another rebound gobbled up. They are pounding the boards.
A big part of the lead, guys, is because of the work they've done on the glass. I mean, they have the lead because they've rebounded well.
And Lillard kicks to Lopez. Lillard with a screen for Lopez. Dishes it to Lillard. Lopez passes to Lillard. 14 feet away. Jack with the rebound. Jack's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He has not been on his game, and their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Lowry dishes to Fields. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Lopez against Jack. Portland grabs the miss. Lopez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Matthews. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
He can't get anything to drop. And the way he's going, I'm not sure it's something he should try to shoot his way out of.
Well, that might only serve to make things worse, Steve. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it's Jack again missing.
That's a problem he has, not being able to knock down that open jumper. It happens far too often.
Batum, good.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
And while we can, how about a look at the rookies with the highest shooting percentage since we returned from the All-Star break? And look at Jack. So solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
Those are extremely solid numbers for him since the break. I tell you, very few defenders have been able to find ways to throw him off his shot.
And, Steve, credit him, even though he's a rookie, for never forcing things and always playing at a pace that's under control.
That is good.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
And the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He told them they should be dedicating themselves to hitting the offensive glass with everything they've got from now on, even if that means it takes them away from defensive transition. He also told them their offense needs to center around the pick and roll. That's a play he feels they can use to really exploit the weaknesses in this defense. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
All right, Doris. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. That ball's nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. DeRozan's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Aldridge with a screen on Lowry. And Lillard kicks to Aldridge. Lillard attacking. Batum for 3, and he gets the bucket. Batum's got 7.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
On the wing, DeRozan. He's covered by Matthews. Count that one. And it's 7 points for DeMar DeRozan.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. Typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Lillard on top, now recovering. Batum passes to Lillard. High, arcing shot.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Jack against Lillard. Outside DeRozan. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Lillard outside. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Lopez a screen on Lowry. Kicks it out to Lillard. Pass to Matthews. Lopez sets a screen for Matthews. Passes to Lillard. Batum against Fields. And Batum kicks to Matthews. Another shot. And that one's good. Leading by 12. Lowry dishes to Fields. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. He feeds it to Jack. And there's the pass to Valanciunas. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Well, the Toronto Raptors, guys, looking at a rebrand for a team starting next season to celebrate their 20th anniversary in the league. Boy, time flies. New colors, Steve, and a new logo.
Yeah, they'd even considered a name change, but decided to stick with the Raptors. But a chance perhaps to go with that bird of prey connotation rather than a dinosaur. Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Johnson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Landry Fields. Williams, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Vasquez in for Kyle Lowry.
When you go back to when the Raptors came into existence in 1995, it was Jurassic Mania, thanks to the hit movie at that time. That influenced the fan vote when it came to the team's name, but I think the Torontosaurus thing may soon go extinct.
Here's Jack. And that one comes up a bit short. Trailblazers trailed by 12. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McCollum with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Blake with it. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Shot clock at 6. Here's McCollum. Jack with the rebound. Jack's got rebound number 8 now from the night. Here's Johnson. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. Vasquez has got 3 assists now in this one. And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Raptors. They lead by 14. And a chance now to send you over to Jordan.
Thanks, Kev. Coach Casey, you head into halftime with a...
Okay, fellas. Nice job sticking to the plan in the first half.
Fantastic game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The forwards are Batum and Thomas Robinson. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the back. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Batum kicks to Lillard. Lopez against Jack. Portland moving the ball. Matthews up top, now recovering, fires at the elbow, and play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Well, I love the fact that he's fighting hard on the boards, but you got to be smart too. Over the back, that's an easy call there.
Well, that's simply the result of poor position under the glass. But at least you can't fault him for being passive. He was trying to be aggressive there. Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Now the feed to Fields. Lowry gets a screen from Jack. Lowry passes to Jack, stolen by Robinson. Feeds it to Lillard. Robinson a screen on DeRozan. And they call an illegal screen here.
I had a chance to check out the stats for Kyle Lowry. The last 10 games for him have been very nice. He's averaging 15 points a game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And those are tremendous assist totals. You don't need the numbers, really, to see just how confident he is with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, that's really accurate, Steve. I mean, he is loving playing the quarterback with him.
6 to shoot. Here's Jack. Portland grabs the miss. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road.
And for the Wizards, that's a game they really like to have.
Robinson kicks to Batum. He dishes it to Lopez. It's tipped. Here is Fields. He's got 6. Now Jack. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Jack's got 11.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. That is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He told Batum that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Shot's good. And here's our rookie leaderboard, showcasing the league's highest scoring rookies since the All-Star break. And look at Jack, 3rd in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at full.
Well, just like the rest of the guys on that list, he's a rookie basically in name only now. I mean, in the second half of this season, he's been playing and scoring like a veteran.
It definitely has been a short learning curve for him, Steve, especially offensively.
Trailblazers trailed by 12. Lillard outside. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Robinson left side. 5 to shoot. On deep. The rebound by Fields. Raptors leading by 12. Outside DeRozan. And again, Toronto with the triple.
They're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Now, here's Lillard. 8 points for him. And here's Matthews. Goes up to the stripe. Rebound by the Raptors. Jack's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And DeRozan kicks to Fields. Top of the key, Jack. Right side Jack. Thomas Robinson comes up with the rebound. 3 3-on-3. Lillard with it. Lowry picks him up. Lillard with it, averaging 22 points a game. Robinson a screen on Lowry. Lowry against Lillard. Robinson dishes to Batum. Now the Raptors moving it up. Pass to Fields. Back to Lowry. Lowry gets a screen from Jack. And Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got 5 points so far.
Well, here we go again. An open path to the hoop, an easy 2 points. Where is the defense?
Lillard, the pass to Lopez. Dish now to Batum. He's looking for Lillard and finds him.
Got to look at some of the numbers for Robin Lopez. Now, last month turned out for him 6th in blocks. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, he's done a nice job of creating good looks for himself.
You know, Steve, he's doing what very few players in the league are really capable of, and that's impacting games through his low-post defensive presence. And he's one of the best shot blockers in the game in terms of his ranking, so no surprise.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Valanciunas. And a switch here also for Portland. Aldridge is checked in. DeRozan misses the 3. Trailblazers trailed by 15. Here's Lillard. He's got 10. Robinson kicks to Batum. Outside Aldridge. Just 4 to shoot. Matthews into the lane. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, I never got to compete in the dunk contest, but I've seen more than a few at All-Star Weekend. It's just amazing what players today can do in the era. Still, I think my favorite dunker of all time was Julius Erving. Watching him in transition is just a thing of beauty.
And Toronto making a change here. Williams is checked in. A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. DeRozan with a screen for Jack. Terrific design on the big play. He lays it in. Jack's got 4 points this quarter.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Aldridge with a screen on Lowry. Wesley Matthews on the wing. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Matthews has got 8 points.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Good work. Good work. Oh, yeah, man.
Play.
Always in control, understanding where his teammates are and anticipating passing angles.
Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. Landry Fields out there with Thunder. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5. It's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Lillard, the pass to Robinson. Lock at 6. Puts up the baby hook. Shot's good. Robinson's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Trailblazers. Toronto leading by 10. Lowry kicks to Fields. Fields off a pick from Jack. Dishes it to DeRozan. Pass to Lowry. There's the triple. Can't get it to go. And it's Portland the other way. Now Lillard. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Robinson up top. Outside Matthews. Lillard outside. And the lead is down inside single digits.
That's been a great day for him. And if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
Lowry dishes to Fields. To the right side. Here's Jack. Shot is off. Some solid defense from Robinson. DeRozan against Lillard. On the wing, Batum. Lillard, the pass to Matthews. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
That's been so critical, Clark, because whenever they have gotten the ball into the paint, it's resulted in points, it seems like.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Here's Robinson off the left rim and out. Raptors leading by 7. Lowry kicks the Fields. It's deflected. Passes it to DeRozan from downtown, and the shot is good.
Second three-pointer of the half, fourth overall. So he's having a nice game from outside.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And Lillard kicks to Batum. Robinson a screen on Fields. Batum dishes to Robinson. Lillard against Fields. Outside DeRozan. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And it's a 12-point Raptor lead.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists, great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
On the wing, Batum. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
Where was he going with that pass? That's just an awful turnover.
Leading by 12. Lowry passes to Fields. Back to Lowry. DeRozan against Matthews. DeRozan gets a screen from Jack. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lowry for 3. Matthews with the rebound.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Lillard attacking. Misses off the right iron. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Here's Jack. And it's sent back by Lopez. Lillard against DeRozan. Lillard outside. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Batum wide open. He fires. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And it's 9 points for Nicholas Batum. Lowry dishes to Fields. Over to the wing. Shoots from the right block. No good from Jack. Trailblazers trailed by 10. Batum attacking, and the lead is down inside single digits.
Tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Jack with a screen on Lillard. Outside DeRozan. DeRozan gets a screen from Jack. Kicks it to Fields. Matthews with a steal. Now, here's Lillard. Lopez outside. Back to Lillard. Here's Robinson. Can't get it to go. Jack with the defensive effort. And DeRozan kicks to Fields. Outside Lowry. Trying to find Valanciunas. It's to him. Good D by Lopez.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim. That's exactly what he can give you.
Fields with the steal.
You know, since halftime, he's been hesitant with the ball in his hands. So first half, he was flawless with his decision-making, but not so here in the second.
Robinson against Jack. And that one's good. Trailblazers trailed by 10. Here is Lillard. Lopez sends a screen for Lillard. Portland again missing.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
Shaq against Robinson. Shot clock at 6. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. No good from outside. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. That bucket in no time at all. And it's 13 points for Nicholas Batum. Raptors leading by 8. Lowry kicks to Fields. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim. But smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
And Portland making a change here. Aldridge is checked in. Lillard with it. Over in the corner, Matthews. Back to Lillard. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And a miss there on the triple. Toronto's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here on the floor. DeRozan's shot is good.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He's not pleased with the careless turnovers offensively, saying, listen, we've got to get shots. It's as simple as that. We have to play smart and value the basketball. Kevin, did it sink in?
Here's Jack. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride. Check out the game for Thunder. He's got 12 rebounds and 4 steals.
You know, he's been so good at both ends of the floor, guys, but what's impressed me the most is his offensive performance.
I don't know, Steve. I think the work he's done defensively has been pretty impressive, too.
Here's DeRozan. I think burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
Matthews into the lane. He feeds it to Lillard. Matthews passes to Aldridge. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
Here's Aldridge. That doesn't go either for Aldridge. Raptors leading by 13. Lowry with the ball. Matthews covering. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there. You heard talk last year of the NBA perhaps considering adding a 4-pointer as a shot. Something you only really see in celebrity games for charity. It would certainly have had a huge impact if it was implemented, but I think that would be a reach, folks. Let's stay with the 3-point.
Aldridge with a screen on Lowry. Lillard dishes to Batum. 3 from Matthews. Here's Aldridge, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more. The Trailblazers making a switch here. And so Toronto takes this, but by a big margin. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night. These guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream.
Well, all night long you were able to control the glass. A visibly winded Warrior here. How were you able to get so many shots that came off the iron?
I just try to be quick off my feet, basically. You know, as long as I bump my guy, throw him off balance a little bit, I can start to head over, grab boards. I know it's a big part of what our team needs.